Just after Beyond the Inkwell launched, we put out a video talking about Lorcana's best deck. The deck kind of currently believed to do everything you want to do over the course of the average game in the form of Ruby Amethyst Control. Now there was some great gameplay in that video and I highly recommend checking it out if you haven't done so already, but we were frequently asked by the community, what do I do in the mirror match? It's so complicated, there's so many moving pieces, I just can't wrap my head around it. So today I wanted to offer a little bit more gameplay in terms of how to navigate the Ruby Amethyst mirror by showing you a game I recently played on Pixelborn that ground its way all the way to the end with all the cards in both players' decks coming into play. If you do enjoy this type of content, be sure to let us know, leave a comment for us down below in the comment section. How do you feel about these kind of mirrors and are you looking to get better at them as you go? If you haven't already, please do consider subscribing to the channel here at Beyond the Inkwell. We'd love to see you for some more Lorcana content in the near future. Until next time, enjoy the games, and I'll see you soon. Line us up, ready to go. So again, looking for those more anti-aggro tools if possible. Keeping the mirror is a little greedy. So I think we're chucking like this, and we're going to be a little greedy because the rest of our hand is pretty solid. I would rather have something if I'm in a more controlling matchup. Unfortunately, I do draw a second mirror, which is kind of a punish. I think we're always inking this Pongo, and we'll wait and see what happens on the ones. If our opponent is a slower matchup, we'll get a mirror established. If they're an aggressive matchup, we'll start establishing some ones. Well, if they are the mirror match, I'm very glad that I kept the mirror in general, even if I did draw the second one. I find the early magic mirror in the mirror is kind of a blessing. All we know for now is that we are in an amethyst mirror. They also have the mirror, mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is the fairest of them all? Okay, so we need to kind of ink the Archimedes here, sadly, because these are other cards that we don't really want to ink in this matchup if we can help it. We'll run out the second mirror. And I'm not going to run out this shield just yet. I would prefer to keep it if possible, because the endgame loops do very much require a shield sometimes. But the Broom is more important. So if we do not draw an inkable, I will ink the shield. So I'm not going to run it out on the turn. We do draw a Pongo. I think I would rather ink that. Draw a card. All about the grind early on. Opponent is on less cards than us. Good to know. We're on the bigger version of the deck. So we can be a little more aggressive with our mirrors early, which is nice. They've definitely drawn more cards than us so far, though. Maleficents and Friends are a better package in the early game than just relying on a mirror. Okay. I think for now, I'm just going to keep drawing cards. I don't really want to fall too far behind in that capacity. These Maleficents don't really scare me yet. Opponent can get a little quest on. It turns out Ursula's on. It's actively good for us, I think. They are also on the Pongos. Good to know. This is a little scarier. So I'm not inking my own Pongo in case I need it. Again, for now I would rather try and just find a Be Prepared. Gonna keep the Friends on top, I think. Definitely taking the more passive route here. A little dangerous to give my opponent so much rope, but I'm hoping it's not an issue. They are just going to draw some cards themselves. Inca Maleficent, that's a good one to know about. And they also have their own cauldron, sure. Time for us to have a lot of information between us. We do find another Broom, that's fine. Let's take a peek. I'll keep the Rafiki. I don't mind the Rafiki on top there. So I think in that world we're going to Friends. Draw two. We'll ink the Aladdin. And then send in the Rafiki to clear up Maleficent #1, please. And I'll get this shield run out at this point. Only item we're missing is the pocket watches at this point to be comfortable going into the end game. We do have to make sure we don't completely throw the early game to do that. Nothing we're super interested in brooming back just yet. All right. We vibing. Hopefully you're having a lovely day, folks. Thanks for chilling out with a video of mine in the background. Or in the foreground if you don't hate my face. But will indeed find some more friends, draw some more cards. The epitome of this mirror match, just all the fluff all the time. Keep hitting your ink. Mirror #3, please. Let's take a peek. I'll take a friends in this case. Let's punch this other Maleficent. And I think it's now a bit more interesting in this spot. I think I'm going to mirror into friends, play the friends, and ink the Pongo, which is a little dodgy in case this Pongo gets out of control, but I'm hoping we find an answer to this eventually. There are plenty in our deck, we're just failing to do so currently. Giving our opponent a lot of lore to kind of lead with here, but hopefully we don't regret that. We'll start freezing the Pongo if we really have to, but 44 place 34. We are definitely ahead in library at the moment. That's kind of what we were looking for, so let's toast this thing. Take a cheeky peek with our Cauldron. The Aladdin's pretty solid, actually. Let's... I kind of want that Aladdin, annoyingly. Am I missing an ink turn? I don't really want to ink a Broom. I'll give up the Aladdin, it's fine. It's not that good. It's not worth missing an ink for. Staying even and or ahead on ink in the mirror match is just so very important. Want to get yourself to like 19 ink at one point eventually. It's kind of the plan for your full-blown Broom loops at the end of the game. But we'll ink there Gaston. The Queen, sure. Queenie's a pretty good one. Does Queenie get prepared? It's a bit aggressive, isn't it? Let's take a peek with the lantern. I think I'll take the Maleficent. This is quite scary, admittedly. It takes up so much of my turn, though. I think I'd rather be able to sing it next turn, ideally. Alright, sure. Let's Ursula. Draw the Maleficent. Ink said Maleficent. Play another magic mirror. I don't think we're going to be using all three of them very often, but you never know. And there is a world here where we'll sing Be Prepared next turn. Opponent's cards are, well, largely ahead of ours, safe to say, but I don't feel like we're too disadvantaged. Definitely a little behind here, but not irrecoverable. Just going to pull some facial expressions too, along with the music while I wait for my opponent to think about what it is they're doing. I could do a mean Jafar cosplay, you know. Could probably rock with that. Be pretty good. Opponent will get their Maleficent on, that's fine by me. This probably forces my hand in terms of being somewhat prepared, especially with drawing a second one. Let's take a peek. Keep the Pongo, mirror, draw the Pongo, ink the Pongo, quest, kablooey. Definitely a little scared here, as I say. Opponent's on what? 5, 9 cards? 10 cards? Fair enough. I guess we didn't quest. So we are behind by 3-ish cards or so. It's not great. Jockeying for position, as they say. There's the first Broom of many. Pulls a Maleficent back. Maleficent's not normally a good enough target for me. I tend to aim for Ursula's and Elsa's, and then obviously other Brooms, other Mickeys and stuff as the game goes. Mickey's probably a bit early here. I think I'll take the Maui. We'll draw a card and get a little frosty. Pass. Oh, excuse me. Been sitting in the same spot for a little bit too long. Feel it in my neck. There is an Ursula for our opponent, not drawing any cards because we have no law. Ta-da! This is the kind of spot where I might get singing. With this, be prepared, because it's really nice to kind of clear up an Ursula and some other stuff and then be able to use my mirrors to recoup advantage underneath. But I will mirror too. We find another Elsa, sure, let's take a peek. I'll take a Friends, that's pretty good. Alright, I have convinced myself this is a good idea. Sing it for the boys, sing it for the girls. Draw. 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 Ink, I guess. Off you go. There is... to be fair, I probably should have played a Broom there because there is now an Elsa in my graveyard. So, picking up the Elsa with the Broom would have been fine, I think. Put on 26 cards to our 31. Got to keep track of these things. They choose to Broom back an Ursula. I can't speak anymore. My words are gone. Another Queen, sure. Well, the Queen can get a little toasty. No pocket watch for this Aladdin is kind of sad. But we'll hold on to this if we can, because we do have the shield ready to go for a big old swing. There is said pocket watch, but if I draw it, I probably have to ink the Aladdin. Let's take a look at what we can do in this spot. Let's draw another card. I'll ink the Maui, very nice. And I'll quest for the, I guess, second time, but first time apparently. 25-28, still up on cards currently, in terms of deck. Catching our opponent back up in terms of hand too. This mirror match is so deep, so many moving pieces. Opponent jams an Aladdin of their own onto the empty board. It's a pretty reasonable one to go for in a spot like this. We're going to take a peek. I'll take the second pocket watch, I think, and we'll go click, bang, And draw, ink the spare pocket watch, and play a Broom. So we have to remember that our opponent is not through any Be Prepareds yet. So we've got to be careful about how far we actually extend at any point. Because, I mean, they have one. They're more than like 2/3 of the way through their deck. They definitely have at least one. They'd like to get their Elsa on. That's okay. We can save our Maleficent from being rushed down with the shield if they don't do it right now. Another Be Prepared of our own, sure. Cauldron takes a peek. We'll keep the Mickey this time. About time that we guaranteed one of those. Let's save the Maleficent. Let's play out our pocket watch. And am I dragon firing in Elsa? I'm definitely drawing a card, so let's do that first. We know it's the Mickey. Yeah, I think I am. Off you go. Interesting spot. Hand's kind of full of cards I don't really want to expend at this moment in time. We are set up to be able to Elsa Aladdin. We do indeed eat a fat Maleficent, however. Opponent draws some cards. Where are we at? 2025, okay. There is another Broom. They are pretty happy to burn these more liberally than me. I'm a little more cautious with my Brooms, I tend to find. For better or worse, because sometimes it is definitely correct to burn them more liberally. Grabs an Elsa back. That one tracks. That one makes sense. Leaves them with one Broom in the bin. We draw a Jafar. Let's take a peek. Another Elsa on top, sure. Let's ink this Jafar. That's basically always happening. So we are going to go for the play of the game here, I think. Well, probably not play of the game, but it's definitely one of the best things you can do in this deck when given the opportunity to do so. Double freeze, play the Aladdin. We can't quite do it all because we don't have enough to activate the shield. But we do have enough to snipe a Broom at least. And in an ideal world, we go shield, untap the Aladdin, hit the Maleficent. But we are not quite enough ink to do everything. So this board should get Be Prepared. Should get prepared. Should get wiped. Should get cleaned up and destroyed pretty often, I think. Absolutely, positively puntoed fairly often, I think. Yep. And there it goes. Playing with the Pongo. Pongo is pretty good here, actually. We find another Elsa. That helps me a fair bit. I don't really want any of the Rafikis. That's kind of a shame. Let's just draw some cards. 22-19, 21-19, 20-19. I guess sometimes you will use all three mirrors in a turn. Here's a Rafiki. Off you go, opponent. So we are set up to start doing some gnarly loops now, though, which is pretty nice. Hopefully our opponent gives us a target that isn't a Pongo that we can actually hit with these Brooms to get things swimming, if you will. So we'll Dragon's Fire a Rafiki. Okay, it's quite aggressive, but I'm okay with it. 17 plays 19. Another Rafiki is not what I had in mind. We'll keep the Maleficent on top, and I will draw a card to draw it. Blow the Pongo up in this case. And again, I'm mindful of be prepared here. 18 to 17. Drawing a card is starting to get a little bit risky. I think I'm going to hold fire on the extra card in this spot. But will Maleficent me back? That tracks. We have a Gaston. Okay, let's go Cauldron. Aladdin is the one I would prefer to have. Let's go Elsa. Lock the Maleficent. We'll go Mickey. Broom. Select my graveyard pile. We'll grab the other Broom back first. Give the Broom a little bit of juice. Send it into the Maleficent. Pick it back up. And then send the Rafiki into the Maleficent as well. And we're always inking this Gaston, I'm fairly certain. Off you go. So we're through one, be prepared, right? Just the one? Yep. They will Elsa us, sure. $15, $18, sure. We got three cards between us currently. The Aladdin comes down, no pocket watch for them, is a pretty good sign. Maui. Okay. Aladdin on top. The Aladdin's pretty powerful here, potentially. Okay, I think we're going another Elsa. This is definitely getting be prepared. I'm fully aware. Don't panic. So if I draw the Aladdin, I cannot currently do anything with it. So I guess the plan is to go Maui, hit the Aladdin, Broom, select me, grab the Elsa, rush the Broom, hit the Broom, get the Broom back, untap my other Elsa. I guess I untap my Mickey, actually. I just forced to be prepared, which is obviously always coming, but 1814. Okay. Unsurprisingly, inking a Gaston card doesn't do very much in the matchup. It's basically just always ink. Gonna draw first. Makes some sense. There we go. There is the preparedness of the B variety. Into another Pongo, sure. Don't mind the Pongos. Think they're actually quite good, to be completely fair. Keep the Elsa on top, I think. We'll go Maleficent. Clear the Pongo. Play a Broom in this case, because the Broom is pretty happy this time to get back. Do I need an Elsa or do I need the Mickey? I think I need the Mickey first. I'll draw. Did I not just put... Oh, I shuffled. I'm a dumbass. Should have drawn before I shuffled. I'm just very bad at the game, don't worry. Wanted the Elsa I knew about, which is mostly why I was comfortable putting the Mickey back, but I spooned and did things in the wrong order. All good. Job done. 12-17, okay. We're looking okay in terms of deck health at this moment in time. I think we can mirror a few times if we need to. Dragon's Fire is a Broom, okay. And the Maleficent. Still a very flavor fail choice in my opinion, but hey. Inks the Aladdin, sure. There is an Ursula from our opponent. Ursula's not bad here. There's a Maui for us. I might just be prepared this away. I don't have to apparently. I can just Dragon Fire it, which is quite nice. Draw Dragon's Fire the Ursula. 15-11. Think I'm pretty safe to draw another card. And this will probably be the last one here for now of this Maleficent. Drawing the Elsa. Gonna hold on to the Maui for ink for now. I think for the most part I need 19 ink maximum. And it might not be the Maui I want to ink. I'll ink it when I need ink 19 and not beforehand. 13 plays 9, okay. Pongo, pongo, pongo. Oi, oi, oi. Opposing Pongos have been doing some work. They are a little bit of a stickler to handle. If they want to extend the Aladdin, I might just blow this up, because the Pongo is a bit annoying otherwise. Again, I'll keep the Aladdin on top here over the Gaston. Yeah, sure. Kablooey is fine here. Let's quest first, obviously. Clear out the Aladdin and the Pongo. Then we'll just extend with a Queen. And 12 plays 9. Am I drawing a card? Yeah, I think I am. 11 plays 8 is fine, I think. Put all Dragon's Fire Queen, that's fine by me. One less Dragon Fire I have to get through on the stuff that matters. Will indeed Cauldron. So they are through 2, be prepared. So we have 2 more to worry about. Got to be a little cautious. We'll Cauldron, keep the Mickey on top because that's far more important. And I'm just going to establish an Aladdin as a kind of threat to have to handle. And hold on to the rest of my hand as we are fairly set to do some loopy shenanigans. As and when we need to. Put him with the Maui, sure. Maleficent down to 6 cards. Cauldroning after the Maleficent is definitely a choice. I don't know if they knew the top card already, maybe they did. We'll keep the Maleficent on top. Do I want to burn this Elsa in case I need to do some loopy goodness? I think I'm probably going for an Aladdin this turn anyway, so I think I do, yeah. Let's get our freeze on. We'll hit the Maleficent. Pull the law count in our favour. We'll shield the Aladdin. Hit the Maui. Drift the law even back. More in our favour. We're up 3 cards. I don't want to draw cards. I don't want to extend. I'm happy to pass. Seems good. These mirror matches really are super grindy in every possible way, and every decision you make feels like it does matter, so hopefully this is educational to people that are looking for ways to think about the mirror, what it is they want to care about. I find there's some folks, Brendan Patrick, the Podcana guys, that are playing more like to the board versions of Ruby Amethyst to try and get under this and stop this from happening. But for me, this is blissful. I would play this matchup all day, every day if I could. Opponent is on 4 cards. I think we're going to be okay here. There is a Be Prepared on top of my deck. I am probably going to take that and just burn it here. Again, I have no reason to do anything else at this moment in time. Fairly certain they can no longer kill me. Yeah, we'll Cauldron because we can. Keep the Ursula on top. And again, just be patient. No reason to do anything here. Opponent's going to deck out before me. They know that. I know that. Here's an Ursula. 4 plays 2. You can drag it out if you would like. But we're going to be fine. Grab the Broom. I really should obviously quest, but it doesn't matter. Opponent knows they are losing to deck out. There we go. And so very obviously there, our hand was still set up to go full Elsa loops of Elsa, Mickey, Broom, Rush, Broom, refill, keep it going. Opponent inked some Brooms there and was never going to be able to keep up with it. Love it. Grindy, grindy Ruby Amethyst.